Hello, guys. Welcome to No Going Back. We have a name. Yes, finally, months later, we've got a name. Okay. Now then, this episode, me and Gregor discuss where we're at, the website we have created. Callum comes back to us with a great website that he's started out in Australia, and then finally we discuss our marketing plans for the future. Hope you guys listen and enjoy.
Jamie, we made some movements this week on our business, more on the product front, which we've been discussing for a while, but we can highlight what we've done this week, and particularly actually today, in fact. But we moved a bit onto our website and kind of looking further into that. I had a call with Callum this morning, quick catch up to see what he's up to with his Australian side of the business. But Jamie, do you want to run us through a bit about what we've done with the product quickly?
Yes, so today, guys, we've made our first purchase of our 30 products. So we have done 5 of each size in brown and then 5 in each size in black. So what we have ordered is the collar and lead package. Okay, so we've ordered 1 of each in each size. So what we have done is made sure that there's a range. So when we launch a product on our website and you guys can first go on and actually purchase one of them, there will be a few options for you to actually buy. So it's not just going to be one product, it will be a range of different sizes and stuff. So if you've got a small dog, you've got a big dog, you can buy it on our website.
Yeah, so the product's kind of should be on its way shortly. That's good. That's been in the works for a wee while now. Obviously, trying to get in line with making sure the marketing side is up to scratch now. So the next focus has been, I guess, the website. Interestingly enough, we caught up with Callum, our brother in Australia, this morning. He showed us his sort of website that he started to create using an open source platform based in Australia, I believe. And yeah, he has a colleague at work who has a website himself and has used the platform. It's pretty much plug in and play, from my understanding. Like it's low code or no code as a platform, but Callum still needs to work on the back end stuff to make sure it's all aligned to visually on the website, but also functionality as well. So he has to do a lot of plugins for the e-commerce side, so he can accept payments. The design side as well, he's kind of having to mess around with the code on the front end to make the website look as good as it can do. So yeah, Callum's done a bit of work on that, which has been quite interesting. Jamie, we have this afternoon obviously had a look at what we're using as a platform to market
Yeah.
the product. Do you want to dive into what we've done?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'd obviously like to have a comment. I think Callum, well done. I think if you listen to this, well done for doing it. I think it's great to see the progress being made as well on the other side of the world. It's good to. He's not got the support of obviously someone else. He's obviously got us, but timing wise, it's hard to chat all the time. So it was great to see him get his website set up, and he's really making that strides and the steps to set up. But obviously for us, Gregor, we've moved on to our website now and having sort of a more of a focus on the look we're going for and how to set it up. We're obviously setting up on Wix, so Wix, the website we're using. We'll obviously discuss throughout this process of exactly how good we think Wix is as well. We'll probably give it a review, I think, Gregor. And once we're finished with actually setting up the website and where we're at and how long it took us and the goods and the bads of it. So far, so good, I think, in terms of where we're at. There's obviously a couple of changes and things I think that are not exactly ideal. I think there's things that we would love to have a bit more control over because it's kind of like a plug and play sort of situation where you just plug it into a certain box and it just fills that box. It's not how do you call it, Gregor? Sort of.
I guess the tools to edit, I think, are more. You have more functionality to change the design and colors and look of a website than other platforms, but because it's low code, as in we don't have the skills to jump in and build a site from scratch, the functionality seems to be there for what we need, and it's just a learning curve to understand how to use it. For us, the best start for us is basically using templates that they have already. I dived into it over the past week and tried to start using a template and then sort of delete the components of the website and then try and build the website components or the structure of the website from the available tools that they have, or basically different sections that you can put in. I didn't find it that intuitive. Sometimes I was a bit confused. It wasn't overly clear. So just starting from scratch and doing template, let's just literally, it's got a template logo in there, template images. Let's just swap those out for images that we want and go from there, which we've done this afternoon, Jamie, and actually kind of fired it out in the last hour. and already it's looking promising and has a look that we'd probably want to achieve. We also want to try and have a premium product look and brand, so we're trying to tailor for that on the website. But yeah, it's getting there slowly. But once the products come in, we'll be able to get more product images on the website and actually start promoting. Jamie, next step for us, obviously, we're planning our tasks on Notion, looking at the next week and beyond. Feels like we're quite light, obviously, on other tasks, but we can obviously move ones we haven't really completed over the past weeks, which I guess do include a bit of kind of keyword research, which we picked up before, social post planning, some stuff around linking to Google Ads Manager as well. So there's a lot of, I think it's going to be maybe a steep learning curve with some of these aspects of the product and marketing.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of looking forward to actually diving in and learning a bit about how that all will work together effectively.
Yeah, so I think definitely the next steps for us, obviously, now we've got the product, it's supposed to be arriving. I think the actual delivery time is not too bad, Garrett. We did pay kind of a premium for that, so I think we're looking like a 2 week window to get product here. So hopefully, we can Christmas and New Year, we'll have the product arrive, which would be great.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, trying to get that set up to market and stuff, so is our next stage. One of the things I think for me is obviously we'll be adding on to Notion will be keyword planner, trying to obviously use keywords and word planner to get our website really high up on web search. So when someone searches for a device to track or a collar to track, that we're quite high up there in the search list. That's sort of a key thing for me. I'd quite like to learn a little bit more. So it'd be a lot of watching videos, I think, and getting that mindset set up. We've also managed to link in. I think one of the things good to talk about, Gary, within the last hour, we've obviously spent a good bit of time with you just trying to get our Instagram. We had a funny thing with that is we basically got kicked out of it. We've managed to get it back, but we've linked that to our website, and we want to make use of that as a platform to obviously get people to come to our website, but also use it to actually add stuff to our website, because what you can do with Wix is actually have the Instagram linked in, so whenever you post something, that photo will automatically go to your website, and it adds into extra features, so people are seeing constantly new photos, and we know our website's been updated, but not only that is our Instagram. So really good sort of small feature that I think we'll probably try to make great use of. But it'll be just learning how to actually maximize that, get people to start following us on sort of social media, just doing some funny posts. We're a business, but we also want to get people interested in us. So I think we'll have some funny wee dog videos put up. We'll share some other content in terms of people who are doing similar industry to us, and just try to promote us, not only just ourselves, but obviously help other people around us, so then we can help. Obviously, they can help us, and vice versa. So maybe trying to reach out to some people this week to actually get that support that we need. It's completely new industry to us. It's new to us. It's learning curve. So yeah, I think it's going to be a fun sort of period. But the next steps are realistically, I think, obviously figuring out things. It's going to be a lot of marketing, keyword planner, search engine optimization, creating a campaign through Google Ads. Setting Facebook ads up, and doing that sort of route. But we're obviously in a kind of situation where the key next thing is we've got a website set up, it's perfect, it's in the right place, we've got the good name that we're happy with, and we're going to just create the next stages now. So quite happy with this. But what I was going to ask you, Gary, is with the business and the directions we're going, what do you think time frame? Because I think we should really, one of the things we've not done for a while is talked about a time frame. So product should arrive in 2 weeks. What's our time frame for the next steps?
Yeah, good question. So obviously, we want to get the website probably up and running, as in like have it in a position where we just need to take our own photos and upload photos that are relevant to the website, so then we can just literally go like, okay, we can accept sales right away as soon as we have the product. But maybe give us a 2 week to get that set up, and then obviously once we get the product, you can give us maybe, it will be winter, so you need to think about logistics of like photos on that front, but I think we can manage with that. So maybe give us like maybe another couple of weeks or a week to even get some good images. Also, we'd be using maybe Toby, or if you're so taking care or doing your doggy daycare sort of evening, taking care of other dogs, it's good to take advantage of that. So perhaps maybe a couple of weeks to get some good images. Along with images, I think it'll be a case of our social media as well. So just kind of ramping things up. So I'm thinking like a month from now would be a good position to actually start spending maybe a wee bit of cash on marketing and promoting the business. I think that's
Yeah,
going to be the case. But the other side of it is, the month will we fly in, but also,
yeah,
I guess it has taken a long time to get to this position, but at the same time, it's like, I think we're doing it in a format that we could repeat for other ideas, but, let's make this, try and get this to work.
yeah, 100%. And I think there's an aspect of trying to even just use the natural growth. So obviously, you said to us, in that period of time, we will start posting stuff. So I think the key thing is on our social media platforms, we will start posting content. We will still start letting you guys know sort of timings when we're going to have everything set up. Have a pre-launch date. Have a date where okay, everything's launched and get people excited to actually then go into our website and buy in that day. So we'll still be working on that aspect to have things set up. But yeah, just even posting stuff, just trying to get that regular rhythm of consistency is key to a lot of marketing and a lot of campaigns. If you're
Yeah,
going to have a campaign of any form, it has to be consistent. If it's not consistent, most of them fail. And it's just that's just pure sort of the way social media works. You
yeah,
have to have
exactly.
constant sort of stuff posting out. So that's sort of our goal, I think, for the next sort of month. So
I mean, we should
100%.
probably, what he's going to say.
There we go.
I was going to say we'd probably have some goals for like, in a month we launch, and then obviously maybe a month's time we see how we're performing, and then if we're not getting any sales in that from then onwards, we can maybe try and open up other uh, revenue streams. So for example, look at Etsy, create an account from
Yeah,
Etsy, stuff like that. Maybe I don't know. The question is, do we do that straight away? Could do. Might be worthwhile doing that actually. The other aspect is if we don't get them sold, when is the cutoff point? Like we don't want to spend all this effort and just kind of keep going along the line
yeah,
of this and it's not selling, but it's just having a plan B, effectively, just to make sure that we're covered on that front. But
100%.
that I think that comes in with the planning for like obviously a month's time we're able to launch, and then a couple of months after that we're seeing how the performance goes with the marketing. Some sales are hopefully happening, and then how does that work out with buying more product? Is that ideal
100%.
scenario?
Well, the key thing is we've got a limited budget. The key thing is the money's not ours, so we don't need to worry about obviously the money. If it goes, it goes, and we. But the big thing with us is we will have a budget in mind of where we want to be by a certain time. And I think obviously me and you need to discuss this now. Now that we've ordered the product and we've got your finance sheet that you've made up, what we will do is spend a little bit of time in this coming week, obviously doing a bit of planning for that. By end of February, do we want to have all 30 sold? Is that a goal of ours? End of February, 30 sold. We've ordered, by end of February, we've ordered the next load of stock and stuff in and made the sort of changes that we're looking to make. So for me, I think that's the sort of steps we're needing to go in. But it would just be time. Guys, I know we've taken time over this. I know if you're listening to the podcast and you've got to this stage, we're getting there. We are making the right strides and the right steps. It's just we've both got sort of a lot of things doing in life. So um, yeah, it's sort of just getting the steps and getting going and making the changes that we're looking to do. So
Cool. I think that makes sense. And yeah, me and Jamie will catch up this week, and we will give an update in a week's time with our
perfect.
progress.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll catch you guys next week.
See you next week.